All right. So I'm trying to come in. All right. So this video is about everyone's enemy, cardio. So now the for like a huge portion of like meme culture and also like bodybuilding culture is that you don't do cardio because cardio makes you small, and like you look at people that do cardio a lot, people that like run cross country, run marathons, and they tend to be smaller. And it is true, like the more you run, the more you do cardio, more calories it burns. So like, of course, it'd be harder to get bigger from being in the calorie surplus. But I think, like Greg Doucette has probably mentioned if you watch any of his videos, or Sam Sulek always mentioned like you have to do your cardio. I kind of see it for different reasons. They might see it in like a cutting application, so you want to increase your calorie deficit by not just starving yourself, but by doing cardio. And also, cardio is good for your heart health. But I feel that one should not just walk or do a stationary bike. I think for general health slash athleticism, you should run. You should run a mile, 2 miles. Like I know it's good to look good, but I feel like performance is the huge part of that as well. So like I just got finished with a run myself, and oh yeah, so my I did that kind of to test on my leg. I ran a mile maybe like 2 days ago, and I did about two or three today. So I'm testing out my leg, and I think it's all good now. So I'll be able to start hitting legs again. But cardio is just very important. And I feel like if you're able to combine both cardio and strength training, that gives you like the best bang for your buck. Yeah, you might. Yeah, you might like. It may affect your gains a little bit. Like, it's hard to run like multiple miles a week and also train legs like even once or twice a week. So you got to figure out like the balance for yourself. The tips are always do your cardio after your workouts, but at the same time, like if you want to prioritize your running more, there's nothing wrong with doing it before either, because sometimes you want your running to improve, and also that's another reason. Another reason why you should do cardio, because while your physique may not, well, your physique will change. While you may not be getting bigger, not only will the cardio help you get like leaner because of the calorie deficit, because you're running, because like honestly it's a great ab workout too. But on top of that, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, on top of that, by doing cardio, yeah, I did not remember I was going with that at all. Dang. So cardio. Oh, there we go. It's another metric that you can kind of gauge your performance. So you may not always get strong, you may not always get bigger, but if you're getting faster, that's a great thing. So the idea is that like as people get bigger, they tend to get slower, right? So if you're able to be as big as you are, as lean as you are, and then still just as fast when you gain weight, I feel like that's a huge accomplishment. So in the past, like when I was about 18, I was about 160, running like a 14-minute 2 mile, right? And then about 2 years later, I was now 180, but I was still running that same like 2 mile pace. And then I was leaner than I was when I was 18. So like I feel like those are just all more metrics you can track, right? Because when you're only tracking one metric and it's not going up, you may feel like you're not doing anything. But when you're tracking your size, you're tracking your strength, you're tracking your leanness or like your body composition, and you're also tracking like your cardiovascular health. I feel like that's just more wins you can put under your belt. So definitely running is something to do, and of course you don't have to run. You can always walk. I prefer to run because I don't like taking all that much time to do stuff. But also sprinting. Sprinting is good. Like a lot of people joke about it. As an adult, when was the last time you did like a full sprint? And for a sprint, you don't have to even do it very long. You can do like um 6120s. So it's not really sprinting because it's for 60 minutes, but you run for 60 minutes, walk for 2 minutes, and then you're just giving like a pretty decent effort. Or you can do 30 and one, so 30 seconds of running, and then 1 minute of walking. So that way, if you do that for like 20 to 30 minutes, you get a great workout in. I know a lot of people say to do zone two cardio, so like a cardio at a conversational pace. But every now and then you do want to like stress yourself, and see, and then push yourself to the point where you are kind of out of breath, where you are kind of uh, in that higher range of intensity, because you do want to know what you're kind of capable of, even if it's not in the competition sense. You do want to kind of like push past where your limitations might be at the moment. So that's why I think cardio is important. And of course, like for overall health, and of course, like or all as you probably know, is that it's also good for when you're trying to lose weight, when you're trying to cut, even when you're not heavier. Like even for me, I started doing like 40 minutes on the stationary bike after my workouts every day, on top of the running I was already doing, and I was getting leaner. So if you're not putting those calories back in, like that's a deficit, probably. So it's just stuff like that, that only supports doing cardio. So and honestly, like if you have the willpower to do it, if you have the discipline, do an hour a day, even more, like the calories will burn. It's just a matter of finding the time and deciding if it's the right thing for you to do versus going to the gym and lifting weights. Of course, both is best, but sometimes for your goals, one might be better if that's all the time you have. But yeah, cardio.